because we can colour that on the edges and seal that off. But that's going to be the spine of the book, so that's the size of the book in length. The width of the book I've not decided at the moment. Let me do that first. I do need to decide. Not that. Although that could do, couldn't it? No. No. Let's get a piece of chipboard. Nice piece of chipboard, yeah? Oops, baby. I've got some here. Yeah. So I've got a piece of chipboard here. And I'm going to score this at, what we're going to do, should we do it 3 inches wide? What's going to look, yeah, no, 3.5. So we're going to do a 3.5 inch wide book. Okay, so hopefully this should cut it. There, like that. One way of doing it, isn't it? Flip it over. So now what I'm going to do, I need a front and a back cover, so I'm going to have to do that again. So I'm just going to do a 3.5 inch. Flip it over so you can still cut on your cutter. There we go, that comes off like that. Keep hold of your scraps because you never know when you're going to need them. Yeah. And I think, what's the measurement on that? Yeah. I can cut that though, can't I? So, it has to be at least, I can move that up, there. I'll measure this for you so you can see what it is. I'll do. Take that off and then we just simply cut that one the same. And those two will make an even smaller one, so we don't waste anything, do we? Now just measure this for you. So this book is going to be going on the size of this. See, that's going to go like that. So this measures 5 inches, well, it's 5.2. And that measures 3.5. So it's 5.2 by 3.5 inches. If you're doing it in centimetres, it is 9 centimetres across by 13 centimetres long. Okay, well 13.2 really. So that's that, but we need to cover this. You won't need that just yet because that's for your pages. And I'm going to use this. Make sure I've got it the right way around. What part do I want on this? Let's have a look. I'd like the glasses part, but maybe not. Oh, the dragonfly. I'm not bothered. We'll just cover it. So what I'm going to do is just, you need to leave 1/2 inch all the way around. So I'm just going to cut that. That's that. And we'll just take that to measure that again. Move that out of the way. And then what we're going to do is to glue these on. And I'm just going to use tape for today, I think. On this section anyway. So do this on both sides. Oops, bit wobbly there. It doesn't matter. Right, just flatten those down really well. Wait! Like that, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is to fold that over on all 4 sides. Oh, I just think it's going to be one of those days. You know what I mean. So we're just going to... I use this. It's the Pinflair bookbinding glue. It's only £2.75. And when I say it's only, it is. It's but it's good. And it really does do the job. And I'm not going to... Oh, that's my... I'm not going to need that much. And it sticks really well. So just hold that down. Look, sticks immediately. It's always handy to have this glue in. It is another PVA glue, but it's a very strong one. And you can stick material or whatever you want to stick with it, actually. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have to go sort them dogs out. So that's a nice front cover, isn't it? Like that. They won't stop because we've got the footballers pulling in all the time. So that's going to be that for the morning. Sorry about that. There. Now we'll just fold them in. So I hope you're seeing all of this. And we'll just keep pressing that down so that stays. You can use your bone folder or something like that. See, I remembered what it was today, didn't I? That will help get any air bubbles out of that and keep that stuck. Right, we'll just pop the lid back on that and soak the brush for a minute, so we will need it again. Now what I'm going to do, there's the other one. So that's going to be front and back cover. Going to be great, that, isn't it? So now what we need to do is to put the backing on there. And what I'm going to do, I think I'll use the opposite. I might use that, to be honest. Which is the walnut stain from Rangers. And we just do that. Oh, it's dark, isn't it? Ooh. But that's fine. You can still see all the print. It's going to make it look aged. Now that's how my walnut stain should look, but at the moment it doesn't. Because I think I've used it and used it and used it till it's bone dry. a much darker walnut stain, I'm sure it is. Okay, so that's that. We'll sort out the front in a minute, once we've done. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. So I need that, like, I'm going to need it there, actually, for it to fit perfect. Yeah, we're going to do, make sure we've got that the right way around, yeah. Like that. So there, we've covered our front and back. And then what you do is you have to glue it onto here. Like that. Turn that around. That is going on that section. Yep, we've got that right. So that goes on there, and then this one, of course, got them the right way around, like that. That one also goes on there. So that's your book. Now, like I said, don't worry about those bits. Because the book doesn't open. It's not one that opens. You're just making a look-alike book to put on a shelf, and you can make a whole rack of them. So what I'm going to do is to get the pages now. We need to sort the pages out. And for that I'm going to use some foam board. Find my foam board. Oops, daisy. Now we need the foam board, but we also need some of the card. First of all, we're going to use the foam board, so I'm just going to get this cut. So let me make room, shift all that out of the way. Oh, go over there. Okay, just make sure you can see. I have to lift the camera up a little bit, I think. Right, so I've got the foam board. And of course, we need to make sure we get the right size. And it has to be slightly smaller. So the way I'm going to do that is to measure it, is do it like that. So I do, say, 1/4 inch all the way around. That's going to be about right. So we get this and measure it out. Measure that. So 3 inches will be suffice. 3, 6, 9. I'll do that here. Get my cutter. Now you can use whatever you want. If you've got lots of paper, you know, thick card and that, and you've got that, you can make it look even more real life. But I haven't got all of that. I have only just got this and that board. I'm going to cut that as well, haven't I? I've just done a silly mistake because I should have cut it across there first and then maybe, but they, you know, that piece could have used for something else. But that's the mistakes we make. Never mind. And then I'm going to need a good 4 3/4 inch that way. So if I say, see, that's my pages. Now I don't, one more would do, I would think. Let me just cut one more. Oops, get off. They're not quite big enough, those. I mean, you know, pieces left to do another one. Yeah, I mean, they don't have to be perfect at all. Well, they're not. That's it. It's about the same now. And they're going to fit inside of that book. Now, I don't want to put them up into the corner there. They need to be on there. Like that. So what I'm going to do is, these all get glued together now. These pieces of foam. It only has to be roughly done. And then what we're going to do is discolour it. But if you haven't worked with foam board, get it. It's good. It's really easy to work with as well. Now, I wouldn't do all the inside there. You only need the ends, just so that you can't see. And it doesn't matter if it looks rugged like that. That's what you want. I'm not going to use, I was going to use it, but I'm not going to use the card at the moment. And just do around the edges like that. Really quickly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that together. And to do that, we take the glue, like that, and this is what we just need to do, this bit here. Don't forget that it's only sitting in the middle. Like that. And then you take your book, pop that where you want it. Oops, sorry. You want it in a little bit like that. Let me just see, I've got that right, about right anyway. and then you glue that. I did put that upside down, didn't I? I put it upside down. Well, too late now, but I put this upside down with the writing. Well, I don't know, because he's writing that way and writing that way, so no, I don't suppose I did. But there you go. And then what you do is you're going to colour in the edges, and they just go over it there. I'm going to get this out a bit. Just go over the edges like that. Just to age it, that's all. Now, how did I get that wrong? Oh, bum. Who cares? Just going to darken the... And like I say, it doesn't matter about that, because it's not going to, you know, you're not going to open it. It's a sealed book. But you could make a little bookshelf, which I might do, because I like things like this. It looks like a proper book. And to that we can add other things as well. So I'm just going to get some more bits, and I'll be right back. Now what I've done is I've taken one of these and I've cut it in half to make the corners. So I'm going to put the corners on this book. I've also got a flat back pearl, a brown one, and then I've taken one of the long plates and bent it to go over. Just to, I mean, this is just decoration to do them up a little bit more. I mean, they look pretty as they are. They look nice as they are, should I say, but that can go on there. I mean, I can glue that down. We'll just use, let's just have a look. We'll take that off again. We'll just use glossy accents. I can sit that in place. Like that. That'll be fine, that'll glue down. Like that. Like I say, I've got this to go on the back spine. You do need glue that will hold something, so I'll just let that set a minute. And what we're going to do is to colour these. Now, I want mine really dark, so, and I've got that book plate as well. So I'm going to use the alcohol ink. There we go. Make sure they're both the same weight. See, it's got a nice colour on it. Nice rich colour. Leave that to dry. Make sure that's the same way as well. I'll flatten that out with my teeth. It doesn't matter, but it works. That's that. I'm going to see if I can just darken this a little bit. Yeah, I don't really want to get it on anything else. I'm just brushing over it with the brush. Like that. And then just let that dry. Like that. Put that to wash. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the book plate. Oh, God, I'm losing it. Losing it. I don't want it smooth or anything like that. And I might be able to do that a little bit more. Oops, see, it's gone everywhere. Waste not, want not. Get it on there, make it nice and thick. And we'll dry that off then. Yeah. That's what happens, unfortunately, with some inks. The one I'm using here is the Letraset. Letraset. You actually get more in these than you do in the normal ones. Than the Adirondack ones. So, go ahead and buy these. You get more for your money. Sorry, but I've got to say, wait, you know, it's no point in hiding it when we need to know these things. We all like to save money where we can. Right, I'm just going to take the dryer and dry these off. Now I do need to print a word off to go under that, and I'm just going to put potions. So let me just see. Now I'm going to need to write down. You'll just have to bear with. In fact, I'll come back. Right, that's it finished. I've managed to. This looks great. All alcohol inks. I've managed to find some small brads to go in there. I just cut off the ends of them and just glued them in. Got the border, the corners on. Got the bit on this that just needs to stick. So I'm going to sit and hold that, I think. But yeah, great way of making a little book. I don't want the brads to fall out, that's all. And you could do them and then make yourself a stack of them. And put them on a shelf. But you could do that exactly the same in miniature. Even down to the metal bits, because these, you just cut them and then cut them again and you get tiny ones. So that's not quite straight, but I'm not bothered. There you go, it's done. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Give it a go. If you've never done anything like this before, go ahead and try it. You'll never know what you can do until you do. Thanks very much. Bye-bye for now.